I'm Joost.
And what do you do?
Over here I play drums.
And we thought we'd play the first song.
I have been told that Berlin German says Ich liebe dich or Ich liebe dich. And most Germany says Ich liebe dich. But I heard that Holland says Ich. So do Dutch people say Ik liebe dich?
No, it's ik hou van jou.
Say that again.
Ik hou van jou.
So you actually have a different language than Germany.
Yes, we do.
So you don't say Liebe.
Nope. Just when we eat the cookies.
And we thought we'd play the first song.
Do people in Holland hate Germans?
Some.
Could you talk more about that? Because I have actually heard from German fans who have gone to Holland and they've been spit upon and things like that. And, you know, in the mainstream media, people like
there's the one thing in the beginning. You say Holland, and Holland is just like the south and the north of Holland. So that's where all the cities are. It's all at the shore, you know. You have the rest is called the Netherlands. So be more specific, please.
Well, let me change the question to the Netherlands. Are you afraid of climate change?
No, I'm right where at the border where the water will end up. I'll be fine.
Is the story of the person who puts his finger in the dam a Dutch story, or is it something else?
I guess it's a Dutch story, yeah.
And I remember when we
or maybe it's a Holland story instead of a Netherlands story. You know?
All right, so please educate me again because I'm very drunk. Should I ask you questions for Dutch people, Holland people, or Netherlands people?
Oh, the people are Dutch, so we're Dutchies. If you refer to the country, then say Netherlands, the Netherlands instead of Holland.
All right. Was our last interview so bad that it made one of your vocalists leave the band?
Could be. Actually, really could be. For sure, he didn't like it.
He reacted very comically to questions that were, it seemed like they were disrespectful, but they were just for comedy. And then I met you, and you said that you wished that you were present for that. Could you tell the difference between your personality and the vocalist who did not understand the questions?
I don't know, a little bit more free-minded maybe. Mostly probably more prepared to what's about to come. Since I already knew about you before before we met.
Would you like to tell the world about your first reaction to a Grimoire magazine? What you were thinking?
Actually, I loved it. Really did.
Is Holland...
Netherlands.
Are the Netherlands politically correct?
They try to be.
What do you mean by they try to be?
They try to be, but they're Dutch, so they're probably not. Never bring a Dutch guy to a Chinese or German job interview because fuck it up for you, for sure.
Are you angry that there are Dutch people in the German band Atrocity?
No, it's good for the guy. Actually, I know who it is.
Yeah, talk about that.
I know who it is, and good luck to you, Joris.
The reason why I ask is that this might be an old question that
could still be Atrocity, though.
this might bore some people, but when Atrocity played a Dynamo festival, which you could talk about Dynamo ending, but
Yeah.
the reason why I always asked the question of Atrocity about what they did was they had a giant swastika on stage, and then they destroyed it because they wanted to show the Dutch people that they are not Nazis. Is it hard for a German band to play in Holland still?
Depends on how many of those crosses you bring. Now, I don't think that's an issue at the moment.
Americans have been told that Holland has a very good metal scene, but could you talk about how the metal venues have been shut down, or how it is no longer true that every weekend there are many metal events in Holland?
Actually, there are, but it's not quite the same. You have like this underground feeling, you know. Just a lot of people that love to go to a particular place. A lot of those places were shut down or being rebuilt commercially. We have a lot of great venues in the Netherlands, for sure. I'd love to play there, but it doesn't have the same atmosphere. You know, for example, we're standing here. Look,
Yeah.
we're standing here in a grotto, yeah, and this is what builds character, you know. And the character is gone as soon as it's a new concrete slab of new design. Still like to play there though.
Americans have been told about how much more friendly Europeans are, like men hold hands. We've been told about Greek bands that before they go on stage they groom each other.
Yeah.
They comb each other's hair.
Oh, groom.
Yeah, groom. And Finnish people always are naked in front of other men. Could you talk about how Dutch people might be considered homosexual by their practices?
But
Or do you think that it's gay what the Finnish and the Greek people do? Do you know who Leif Edling is?
who?
Leif Edling, bass
Who?
player of Candlemass.
Who?
Have you ever heard of Candlemass?
Yeah.
Occasionally, Leif Edling had to perform vocals for Candlemass. Have you ever heard about that?
No.
Do you think that maybe one day when you're on tour, you will have to do vocal duties?
I had vocal duties once. Probably never ever again.
Could you try to do something? Do you know what improvisation is?
Yeah.
Could you improvise lyrics using the word nigger? In Holland, do you have the same kind of extreme fear of making racial jokes as in America?
Probably not.
So, what do you call your black people there? Are there black people in Holland?
Yeah. Yeah, they are. I don't know. Depends on how politically correct you want it.
Heidevolk has been a band before the word pagan metal was applied to music. Is that correct?
I don't know if it's before, but I guess we're one of the first. First. Whatever I have to say there.
Is it racist that the pagan metal music is mostly Caucasian, or do you just tell people that?
No, otherwise we call it voodoo.
Was globalization terrible for the Netherlands? Are people erasing what is Dutch? If I ever went to Holland, I want to meet Dutch people. If I ever went to Finland, I want to meet Finnish people. I do not want to meet Americanized versions of those people. Can you talk about that?
I do think that because everything gets... I think the biggest problem is people just sitting on their ass watching TV all the time. And if you talk to a Dutch guy, for as far as I see a Dutch guy, is somebody who will answer you with exactly what it is, not the sugar-coated version, or I have to keep track of whatever happens, and that's one of the things that makes me proud to be a Dutch guy. Just being honest and saying whatever I want to say.
With Heidevolk, your lyrics are all in Dutch, correct?
Except for one song.
What would make someone who is not Dutch like Heidevolk? And I've seen many people with Heidevolk shirts. I've seen many people singing your praises.
I wonder myself the same question. No.
Yeah. What is it? What makes someone attracted to Heidevolk?
I guess it is the feeling mostly. First, wherever we go, we make a party. Second is you can hear by the intensity that we're serious what we sing about, and mostly is the love from the place where we come from, or the love that we have for beer and barbecue. I guess it's more the purity, that you hear the purity and that you can hear that we are honest about what we sing about.
Enough for the most important question of the interview. Are you circumcised?
No.
Have you encountered groupies in America who are horrified by an uncircumcised penis?
No.
How do you usually prepare people in countries like America for your penis? Could you talk about how when I interviewed your singer, you were not present at the venue, but then you came later, and
I was smoking outside,
yeah.
having a drink, and then I saw the two guys that did the interview, just with the long faces.